Pepe coin breaking news, guys. I got a video for you guys talking about Pepe and where I think we're going to be headed here. So without further ado, welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Black C. Hit that like button, hit that bell. Let's hop in this video. All right, guys. So we are talking about Pepe on the daily time frame right now. And right now we are testing the bullish trend line. Okay, guys, this is an important level to be flipping as support. It was resistance. We got that little bit of a bull trap here before the big move to the downside. Maybe, just maybe, we saw somewhat of a double bottom here and we're getting ready to see that bullish reversal. And I think there's a good chance of that playing out, especially if Bitcoin continues to play nicely here. And I want to show you on some lower term time frames, like looking at the 4 hourly. I wouldn't consider it low, but look at this money flow, guys. Like, it's green and it's ticking up. Like, it is, there's a velocity on this money flow. It's a good sign. I like to see that. And most importantly, we are treating the bullish trend line as support on the 4 hourly time frame. This is signal to me that we should be looking for a little bit more relief here. And yes, Bitcoin is flirting with some very important levels, somewhat of a pivot point. Yes, that's true. But as long as Bitcoin plays nice here, I am looking at my areas of interest being between these two blue lines right here, between 4 zeros 12 and 4 zeros 14. And guys, something I'd be looking for is something like this, ping-ponging in here for a little bit before we see probably a move to new all-time highs, as long as Bitcoin plays nicely. I have to keep reiterating that, because then validation would be we come up to here, trade in here, and then come down, and all this was a lower high. So it's very important that we're paying attention to that. But as of right now, guys, like, I think there's moves to be made here. I think that there's a high likelihood that we come and at least test this bottom level here, which is a 30% move. That is nothing to scoff at, guys. And I'm taking advantage of this volatility. I'm hedging. I'm long and short right now. But for altcoins, I do think that if we see this move to the upside with Bitcoin, you should be expecting Pepe to make somewhat of a nice move, because today the traditional market caught a bid. We're moving into a weekend. You know, the weekend is usually low volume, kind of chop fest, or any moves that are big that happen kind of get erased usually, especially when we're in a sideways market and the market's trying to decide whether it wants to go for that bullish reversal or not. But as of right now, I am expecting bigger moves playing out here. If you guys do want to take advantage of this volatility, check out in the description box below or pin comment down below. Sign up to Bloaf and you get a $5,000 sign-in bonus, as well as awesome perks. They do a lot of different promotions. One of the promotions that I like a lot is when you trade X amount of money, you can get a Rolex and a lot of other prizes as well. So maybe I'll get my Rolex in the mail soon and I'll show it to you guys when I get it. It'll be pretty fun to do that. But guys, be careful right now. I think we're in somewhat of a pivot period for crypto as a whole. But regardless, I think that we're getting ready to see a bigger move. We did see somewhat of a big move to the upside here, but we are now in the area, the territory of, okay, we might be getting ready to see a big move, like an actual big move. I'm talking, 30 to 60% here. Pay very close attention to what Bitcoin's doing. We're talking about Bitcoin here shortly. So looking at Pepe in a vacuum here, we're sitting at rank 28, up about 25.82% in the past 7 days. Caught a nice little 4.27% gain in the past 24 hours, sitting at nearly a $4 billion market cap at $3.85 billion. Like to see this, guys. We're getting some relief. Looking at the overall market, all right? Bitcoin trading at $94,600. It's a nice level. It's a good level. I like that level. But let's not treat that as the lower high, and let's treat this as flipping resistance into support and setting us up for a larger move to the upside. That's what I want to see play out. But as of right now, guys, I am cautiously bullish. I know if you've been watching these videos, I've been saying for the past couple of days, cautiously bullish, all right? This is what I'm talking about, this level right here. This blue line at 94,400, we are testing it. We are really, really grinding on it here. You want to see us clear above it. I will say market cipher looks pretty good. Money flow is finally turning green again. We're in the bull market territory. We're over the 60 line on market cipher with a momentum wave. I like to see that on the daily, okay? Let's take a look at the weekly, because weekly is more important here. You got the green dot. That's good. That's very good. But what I really want to see here is this momentum wave to flip the 60 line on the weekly. If that were to happen, first off, I would say, wow, that happened quickly. And I would also say, wow, that proved a lot of people wrong. But also, that would mean we are in bull market territory. I mean, look at the RSIs. Like, it's starting to look like, yeah, it's starting to look like there's a chance of that playing out. But we're going to be paying close attention here on the weekly. Like, the weekly, this is a big deal, guys. Like, we wicked up to 95,800. I would love to see some closures above 95K. We see closures above 95K. Say, hey, guys, look out for 100,000. And really, like, the weekly time frame tells a much different story than, like, the daily time frame. I think that it takes a little bit of time. You know, I think that we're due for this relief into the end of April into early May. But I do think that there is a valid concern of this being a lower high and setting us up for a breakdown. I think there's a valid concern of that. You know, sell in May, walk away, potentially. But when you look at the lower term time frames, it shows a little bit of a different story as well, that, hey, like, we could be seeing a bullish reversal here. Like, this is the beginning of this. Like, we could definitely be seeing that play out, especially if we get something like this play out where we close either above 94,000, flip this as support. Like, that is a strong move. Like, if I saw that, I would say, hey, guys, we're probably getting ready to test new all-time highs around $110,000 to $120,000. And that's my piece on that. But as of right now, we are at that pivot point. So we have to be very, very cautious. If you're long Pepe, guys, I'm long alts right now. I have some long positions on alts, but I also am short Bitcoin, okay? Like, it's a pivot point. You have to hedge. You can't just go all the way unless you want to. If you want to degen, by all means, you do you. It's your money. You do what you want to do with your money. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. If you want to do that, go ahead. But I like to hedge, and I'm hedging right now. That's all I got, guys. If you like this type of content, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. What do you guys think about Pepe? Are we getting ready to see new all-time highs? I think we're in a very, very important pivot point for Pepe and the overall crypto market. But I do think that we're due for a little bit more relief based on these technicals. Really, really want to be closing above 94,000, 95K. If we start to see the daily, weekly candle closure above 95K, good sign, guys. Good sign. But that's all I got, guys. Hit that like button. Follow me, 333 Black C on Twitter, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.